IIU. Welcome to IIU. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on the time you are joining this call. I welcome you to this professional development training organized by IIU. So a quick one about IIU. International Internship University, that's IIU, is a leading virtual education system and a global brand federation, which is the most valuable and trusted worldwide and well reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is a trusted name for quality training programs and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. In a short span of time, IIU has spread the wings in 195 countries and 6 continents under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit. A committed and inspiring social activist, is a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. So let's quickly little about me. I am Funke Akpan, popularly known as Teacher Funke. I am an experienced educator with over 13 years of teaching experience. I've worked in various capacities as a K-12 teacher, head of the nursery department, editorial board member, and at the moment, I'm the founder of Top Flighters Online School. I'm currently studying the English language at the prestigious University of Lagos here in Nigeria. So to provide quality services in my profession, I became an Ed Puzzle coach and a Microsoft Innovative Educator expert. I believe that education should be beyond academics, and this made me introduce connection-based learning in my classroom, where my learners can connect with different classrooms from all over the world. From being an empathical educator who spreads kindness and empathy to being awarded an empathical ambassador. I'm also a Google Digital Skills Ambassador, Adobe Creative Educator, Digital Citizenship Tutor and Convener, and then a social and emotional learning activist, Black Girls Tech Summit Ambassador, and SDGs advocate for Nigeria. Over the years, I've done several trainings, workshops on how to differentiate your instructions, and I'm the founder of Top Flighters Academy and Top Flighters Online School. So let's quickly dive into what we have today. What focus of discussion for today is on. So basically today, this evening or this afternoon, depending on what time you're in, we'll be looking at the topic online learning, or you could call it e-learning, online learning or e-learning. So as you follow, please, if you have any question, anything that you need to have clarity on, please let me know in the comments section. So let's move on, online learning. Okay, so introduction of online learning. Online learning has been in existence for over a decade, okay, for more than a decade now. We've got online learning in all over the world. So it is also known as e-learning, aside that we have other names for online learning. So it refers to a form of education where students use digital technology to access educational content and interact with educators, instructors, and peers online, rather than attending the traditional face-to-face classes, just like what we are doing now. We are not in the traditional classroom. We are all in what? We are all online right now, having a webinar, okay, Facebook Live webinar, although I'm joining from Zoom. So it has become increasingly popular in recent years due to several factors, including the widespread availability of high-speed internet, the proliferation of digital devices such as laptops, tablets, and smartphones, and the growing demand for flexible and convenient education options. Another thing that made it widely known is the outburst of the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic in 2022. So after then, we've had a large increase of people who have started learning online. So the pandemic made it so open to different parts of the world. It made us have access to several content, several educational content and platform. So that's a very good one. Okay, that's just by the way. So the pandemic also accelerated the adoption of online learning as many educational institutions were forced to switch to online learning to maintain social distancing and ensure the safety of their students and staff. So even before the COVID-19, it has been in existence. Several countries, several institutions have been making use of the online platform. But the COVID-19 pandemic made it spread to several countries, it made so many organizations to start using it due to having safe distancing among children and among teachers and people all over the world. So a quick one, let's look at the benefit of e-learning, benefit of e-learning or online learning. Number one is that convenience. Online learning is easy to use, it's convenient. It eliminates the need for commuting to a physical classroom, which can save time and money. As it is now, I'm in Nigeria and you are joining from different parts of the world. I do not need to leave the four walls of my room, of my house. And then at the same time, I'm in my room. At the same time, I can speak, I can learn, I can do whatever I need to do, anything I need to learn online, it is possible. So online learning it's convenient. Okay, there's no need for commuting, for moving from one place to another, just as we have in the traditional classroom. And I said that it saves time. It helps to save your time and also to save money. Then the second is that it gives room for flexibility. Online learning gives room for flexibility. You can access your courses anytime, anywhere. Okay, yeah. So it makes it very easy, it makes learning easy and accessible to everyone at any time and anywhere. So children or even students, no matter what age, you can learn at your own pace, even at your own schedule. So you don't really need to be tied in a physical room or somewhere. So whenever you have the chance to learn, you can always go down and learn based on your own schedule, based on your own pace. You don't need to run in particular person or instructor's time, but you have your own pace to learn, just to ensure that you're able to meet the deadline for whatever assessment or whatever task given. Under the third benefit is that online learning is cost effective. Most time we have lower tuition fees. Where you want to learn courses online, compared to traditional classrooms, online learning is cost effective, lower tuition fees compared to attending lectures in a traditional classroom. So it makes education more accessible to a wider range of students. Don't forget, SDG Go First is quality education. So online learning is cost effective. Aside that, so you also have access to quality education. And then there is no barrier to learning. Because it's cost effective, it's flexible, it is convenient, can learn anytime and anywhere based on your own time schedule. And then also gives room for interactivity. It's a platform whereby you can have different elements embedded in it. You can use videos, you can use pictures, you can use audio, you can use song, you can use different forums even to aid learning in the online world. So we have video conferencing, you have multimedia content, all these enhance student engagement and learning outcome. Not like the professional class whereby you just sometimes have just a one-way thing. When the online world, you are able to explore based on the learners' learning needs, preferences, and even their learning styles. Online learning allows you to explore different methods, allows you to meet your learners even at their needs, even to use that different learning styles, able to use so many multimedia content. And then lastly is that you have access to a large number of resources. You have unlimited resources in the online world. In as much as you know your audience, you know how to navigate your way around getting resources online, there are lots of resources online. So if you're able to sieve those resources to your taste, then you're good to go. So it provides students with access to a wide range of educational resources, including online libraries, digital textbooks, academic databases, anything you need, any content you need. Just ensure that you know how to search for it, and then you're able to get it. So that's those are the some of the benefits of engaging in online learning or e-learning. So let's create this activity. Aside, we have online learning or e-learning. What are the other names for online learning? In your own thought, what are the other names for online learning? Please put that in the comment section. Kindly put that in the comment section. What are the other names for online learning? Let's do that quickly. I'll be reading from here. So please put in the chat box other names for online learning. Dive into what we have. Okay, quick one, I'm waiting. What are the other names? If you don't want to call it online learning or e-learning, what other name can we tag call e-learning, online learning? Okay, so while you're getting to type that, let's move forward. Okay, so there are different types of online learning. We have different types of online learning. We have basically the three different types of online learning. So let's look at the first one. It's called the self-paced courses. Self-paced courses. Self-paced courses are online courses that students can complete at their own pace. They are not tied to a particular place. They are not limited to a particular time or to a particular surrounding. So these courses are pre-recorded and students can access the course materials and complete assignment on their own schedule. Take for instance, you are the student you're working at the same time you're schooling. So self-paced courses allow you to learn at your own pace, allow you to record or to have access to education based on your own schedule. So your study doesn't have to affect your time at work. So you're learning at your own pace and at your own time. So they are typically less interactive than live webinars or virtual classrooms, but they offer greater flexibility and convenience, just as we are having right now. Okay, this is not a self-paced course, but this is a live webinar. So example of forum that offer self-paced course is Coursera. We are all aware, I believe we are all aware of Coursera. Coursera offers a wide range of self-paced courses, including courses in business, computer science, data science, whatever thing you think you want to learn at your own pace and then your convenience, just try a self-paced course. Then the second type of online learning is we have webinars, live webinars, just as we are having it at the moment. So these are online classes that take place in real time, live. They take place real time, typically using video conferencing software. I'm using Zoom. Zoom is a typical example of what of a video conferencing tool. We also have Microsoft Teams. We have Google Meet also is one of them. So what happens is that instructors will deliver lectures and students can participate in discussions in real time and also ask questions in real time. So live webinars are more interactive than self-paced courses, but it requires students to attend classes at specific time. Compared to self-paced courses where students can access the lectures at their own pace or based on their own schedule. But in live webinars, you need to be there at a given time. Students need to be in the classroom in the live webinar at a given time. So example of forum where we have live webinars, we have is the Harvard Business School, which offers webinars on range topics, including leadership, entrepreneurship, and finance. And we also have IIU. Almost all the time, IIU does trainings on Facebook Live, even on Zoom. So I use an example of an organization that does live webinars. Then let's look at the third one, the third type of online learning, which is the virtual classroom. Majorly schools basically use these. So virtual classrooms are online courses that simulate the experience of a traditional classroom. The only difference is that they don't meet physically, but online. So whatever can be done in a traditional classroom can also be done in a virtual classroom. So here we have students and instructors interacting in real time using video conferencing software and other online tools. So it offers greater interactivity and engagement than self-paced courses or live webinars, but they require students to attend classes also at specific time. So live virtual class are more engaging because students get to interact with their peers, they interact with their teachers, they get to ask questions, they get to even work on some things, on some specific work, they get to do some work together. Then we have examples of such as Udacity. Udacity offers virtual classrooms for its nano degree program, which include personalized mentorship and project reviews. And also for myself at Selfpaced Online School, we offer primary and secondary online education to children aged 5 to 17. So virtual classrooms are very, very lovely. They are lively. They are part of the types of the online learning. So we discussed about the three types of online learning, which are self-paced courses, we have the live webinars, and then the virtual classroom. So this is the second activity. Kindly put that in the comment quickly. Use the comment, please. This ongoing learning can be categorized under what type of e-learning? I'm waiting, please. What do we categorize this kind of e-learning? Is it a self-paced course? Is it a live webinar? Or it's a virtual classroom? Okay, so kindly drop your comment, drop the answer to this in the comment section. Now, a quick one. Let's look at the advantages and disadvantages of each type of online learning. Advantages and disadvantages of each type of online learning. Online learning is very good, it's effective, it's engaging, but at the same time, you have its disadvantage. So it has the good side and then the bad side. So let's look at the advantage of being involved or having attending self-paced courses. One is flexibility. It allows students to complete the tasks at their own pace, and it makes it more easier to balance education with work or other commitment. And then also it is cost effective, it is less expensive than live webinars or virtual classroom. And the third one is that you have access to a wide range of resources. Then let's look at the disadvantages of having to do self-paced courses. One, we have limited interaction. Unlike webinars or virtual class where you have your teacher or instructors in the live class where you can ask questions promptly at that time. But in self-paced courses, it is limited, okay? It is less interactive than live webinars. Aside from the fact that we have some user-friendly platforms that allows you to engage in forums or discussion. But basically, most of the self-paced courses we have limited interaction, except if you have a user-friendly platform. So which make it harder for students to ask questions and get feedback. Then lack of structure. Self-paced courses require students to be self-motivated and disciplined, as there is no set schedule or deadlines. Most times you just go to Coursera, for example, you go there, you look for the course that you want to study, then you pay for it. If it is not a paid one, you register for it, and that's all. So as it is in self-paced courses, you don't really have, there's no schedule, there's no deadline. Okay, so but in the other ones, other types of e-learning, you have deadlines. So in this case, what it does is that it requires the student to be self-motivated. It helps them to, even though that could be an advantage, because if they're not self-motivated, then there will not be much knowledge that will be gained. Then also less engaging. Self-paced courses could be less engaging because all you do is just to sit in front of a screen, you read up notes, you listen to audio notes, or even just to watch video, unlike the virtual classrooms and the live webinars, which you can engage with your peers in real time. Okay, quick one, live webinars as we are having now. Live webinars, one is interactivity. Yes, live webinars allow you to interact real time with your instructor and with other students, as it is that we are doing at the moment. So please kindly drop comments. Yes, use the comment section, please. Then also, live webinars allow feedback from the teachers, from the students, which allows to receive feedback in real time. And that's going to help to understand the course materials and other assignment. Then also, live webinars are informed of the structured learning. Okay, in live webinar, the teacher or the instructor get to set schedules and deadlines, and all this will help the student or learners to be on track and to stay motivated. Also, we have limited flexibility because you're meant to work within a particular time frame. You don't have a lot of time to yourself, so you are required to work within a time frame, which can be challenging for some students who have other obligations or other commitments they are doing. Then you could have technology issues. Yes, we can't talk less about technology issues because it could be internet issues, it could be technical issues from your laptop or from any of your devices. And the live webinars also, we have higher costs. They are more expensive than self-paced courses. Imagine you have to be online for 4 to 8 hours. You're going to have to consume so much data. Those are some of the disadvantages of live webinars, although they are effective and engaging. Then quick one is the virtual classroom. One advantage is that you have real-time interaction. Students are able to interact with the instructors and teachers at the same time in real time. It offers student engagement and to also enhance learning outcomes. They also have personalized support. Virtual classrooms often include personalized mentorship and project reviews, which can help students better understand course materials and assignment. We are in the age whereby it's no longer the teacher-centered learning, it's the student-centered learning. So the virtual classrooms allows you to give personalized instructions to students, to children. So that once that is being done, the children are able to understand the course materials or whatever it is you want them to learn. And then we have structured learning. Yes, it's a structured kind of learning. They have a set schedule, you have deadlines, you have tasks that you're given, which are meant to be turned in at a particular time. And then we have that also here. Also, the disadvantage is also that we have limited flexibility, and then you could also have network technology issues. So let's go on a short brain break. So I would like that we quickly have this third activity. Yes, it's a poll. And in this poll, you have 3 questions on what we've discussed so far. Yes, on what we've discussed so far on e-learning, the brain break on e-learning. So let's quickly do that. So let's quickly attempt this quickly. Let's go to www. Okay, so let me just Okay, so let's quickly attempt this. Let's attempt this quickly. All right, so while you're trying to attempt that, let's move on because of our time. All right, so how can we design, how can we effectively design online learning to ensure that it's engaging, to ensure that students have access to quality education? So effective course design can improve student engagement, retention, and learning outcomes, while poor course design can lead to engagement, low and can lead to poor engagement, and then low completion rates and negative feedback. So quick one, what are the best practices for designing effective learning experiences? So for you to design effective learning experience, number one, you need to set clear learning objectives. So what if it's a self-paced course, if it's a live webinar, if it's a virtual classroom, always ensure that whenever you are doing any of these, have a clear objective in your mind. Have the end result in mind when you're setting any, when you're designing any online learning. Have the outcome in mind. What do you want the learners to gain at the end of that course or at the end of that module? We need to set clear learning objective. The number two is that we need to provide interactive content. As it is in the online class, they'll need to sit before their screen. So we don't just want to give boring lectures or boring courses. Let's ensure that it's interactive. You can make use of forum of discussions. You can make use of project reviews. Once those are added to your content, it's going to be interactive. You will also make use of collaborative platforms in the online space. Those are one of the things you can do. And they also make use of multimedia element. Ensure that when designing any course or having any online platform or anything that has to do with online learning, you need to use engaging elements. Make sure you make use of pictures, make use of videos, make use of audio notes, make use of infographics. Just use something that's going to work, that's going to get the attention of your learners. Then foster interaction and collaboration. Collaboration is one of the skills, one of the 21st century skills. And then if you don't want to have a boring class, so we need to interact, we need to collaborate, ensure that your lessons are engaging. So whatever thing you're designing, ensure that there is space for the learners to collaborate. There is space for learners or the students to work on one project or the other. And also use a user-friendly interface. A user-friendly interface allows forums, allows discussion forums, allowed interaction to be possible and to be an engaging one, and then ensure accessibility. Ensure that your platform, the platform you're using, is accessible to everyone, that's able to even the internet also. Ensure that might not really need to be bulky to the extent that they will need so much internet to access it. And then also use effective assessment strategies. You can make use of gamification. You can flip the lessons. You can use several assessment strategies to design your classes, and then continuously evaluate and revise. It's the online world, and this is something that the feedback is something that we need almost all the time. So if you don't get feedback from your learners continually, what happens? There might not be much retention. So if you keep evaluating continuously and you keep revising what has been done, you help your learners to retain the knowledge that they are going to learn, or the knowledge that they're going to have access to. Okay, so what are the challenges and the solutions? Challenges and solutions. One is that the first challenge is a lack of motivation. Just as I've said in the previous slide, that most of them have take for instance, one of them is that the student needs to stay motivated, especially when they are on self-paced courses. So if you want to boost their motivation, then you need to make use of different solutions. one of the things you can use is gamification. You can make your lesson in the form of games. Students love games. Children, adults, everyone loves to play game. So gamification in the online world allows learning to take place in a fun and interactive manner. So an example of a game-based learning app is Duolingo. We also have Kahoot. We have quizzes. We have Quizlet. All of these helps you to make your class engaging. So Duolingo is a language learning app that uses gamification techniques to motivate learners to complete lessons and achieve their language learning goals. So we have said the other ones. Another challenge that we could have in the online space is technical difficulties. How can you do that? Use a user-friendly platform design. Example of a platform that does that is Coursera. Coursera does that too. We also have so many other ones. I think Udemy does that also. So they offer learning platform that offers courses from top universities and organizations. So the platform has a user-friendly design that makes it easy for learners to navigate and access course content. Additionally, Coursera provides technical support and troubleshooting resources to help learners overcome any technical difficulties they might encounter. So there is no way we can just be in the online world without having technical difficulties. There will be, but once we have something on the back end that's going to help us to overcome that, that's a very good one. Then also, one of the other challenges is also in limited interaction with instructors and peers. Solution to that is social learning. So edX is an online learning platform that offers courses from universities and institutions around the world. So what they do is that they create a sense of community that support and help learners to stay engaged and motivated throughout the course. So whatever design, whatever learning whatever type of online learning you want to design, ensure that there is enough space for learners to interact. You could have a project review, you could have a collaboration space, you can also have a discussion forum in order for them to collaborate, to brainstorm on whatever instructions given. So overall, these successful online learning programs demonstrate that there are solutions to common challenges in online learning, and that with careful design and implementation, online learning can be a highly effective and engaging way to learn. So online learning is the future. The future of education is online learning. Not just future education, the future of work is now digitalized. So we do want to make use of it effectively. And then if you want to do that, we cannot put aside the challenges that we might face while making use of the online space. Okay, so a quick one. We are going to quickly watch a video right now. So in this is a video from Microsoft that's introducing Microsoft Meet. So this is what the future workplace looks like. So if this is what the future workplace looks like, then, okay. All right.
Connection is a spark that gives our lives meaning. It drives us to seek out others who feel the same way. Okay, why don't you input the data and we'll take a look together. Hey, Mari, what you got for me? To find those who share our views and offer different perspectives. So does that challenge us with new ways of seeing our understanding and enrich our lives. So we have what great things happen when we get to see bigger than ourselves. Take a closer look at it. Place this here, because here we have this sense of collaboration and the feelings and connection it brings excites us.
Hey, just in time. I'm gonna move it slightly, okay?
That's your worst idea.
We have 2 planes right now on the same trajectory.
As we move fast, technology fades in the background. It's like
What do you think? I think that's 30, maintaining 2800. We'll be clear for approach.
this changes the way we see them. And in turn, changes the world we see them. These memos are looking great, actually. There's promise and possibilities. What we see and create next stretch the imagination. Morning, Sarah. Slowly coming towards the thumb. World without boundaries. Good job. A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Slowly bring the world where technology enhances limits humanity.
Okay, all right. So the future is here. And what is the future? The future is digital. The future is digital. So quick one, kindly help me drop 1 or 2 things you derived or you gained from the video. All right, so I can see somebody's comment says, okay, all right, thank you. Elizabeth Lucas said, online learning is the new horizon of education, and it is very important and efficient. We learn even more in a short period at our pace. Thank you. Thank you. It says, however, it takes self-discipline and determination to learn through online course. That's true. Teacher can also make the online learning to be interactive. Good. Omotola Shibwale say, yeah, digital education is worth emulating. One of the advantages of digital education is that it gives learners access to relevant materials 24/7 on the website. Thank you so much for that. Okay. All right. We have so much comment here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your comments. So quick one, can just drop 1 or 2 comments from the video watch. So it says that the future is now. The future is here, and the future can happen anywhere. So from the video we've just watched, that is the future of work. And then not only the future of work, the future of education. We are in the digital space. So learners, Gen Z loves to learn virtually. They love to do anything that works, anything that will help them to learn. And then as teachers, as educators, students, we need to start preparing our learners now. So if that is the future of work, which has already started, so I think that everybody needs to embrace technology. So if this is the future of work, then we need to change the way we teach and learn today. So quick one, let's go on to the future of online learning. Everything nowadays now has been digitalized. Everything is now digitalized. Even work, education, even the medical department, everything is now digitalized. Even in the political sector, everything is now digitalized. So, and then the base, the root of all this is what? Is education. The root of all this is education. So in the education space, we need to embrace online learning more. So let's look at the future of online learning. So the potential for online learning to grow and to evolve. Online learning has already experienced significant growth and evolution in recent years, but there is still plenty of room for it to continue to expand and develop in the future. One of the key factors driving this growth is the increasing demand for lifelong learning opportunities as people seek to upskill and reskill in response to changes in the job market and other factors. And it is now, the jobs we have in the world today are not jobs that we had like 5-10 years ago. We have new jobs surfacing now. We have so many new jobs now. We have just jobs like we have your social media creator. I don't think in the last 5 years we had people like that teaching virtual assistant, so many other jobs. The truth is even that as it is now, some jobs are already going into extinction. with the advent of artificial intelligence. Okay, so that is why we need to embrace online learning. So if there is an increasing demand in lifelong learning opportunities, if there are increasing demand in skills for you to in the job market, then you're very sure that we need to embrace online learning. So additionally, technological advancements such as artificial intelligence and virtual reality are likely to open up new possibilities for online learning, making it even more immersive and engaging than it is already and than it already is. Yes, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, augmented, Microsoft Merge. Wow, that's very powerful. So if all of these advancements are in the goal, then students, teachers, learners, everyone needs to be on that. So we need to what? We need to adapt to this online space. Okay, let's look at 3 emerging trends in the online space. We have micro-learning. Micro-learning involves delivering learning content in small, bite-sized chunks, that learners can easily fit into their busy schedules. This approach has become increasingly popular in recent years as it allows learners to learn at their own pace and on their own terms. And then the other trend is that we have virtual and augmented reality. So a good example is what we've just watched from the video played earlier. So virtual reality is taking over the whole place. It's taking over technology, taking over the workplace, it's taking over education, it's taking over virtually all of the systems. So these technologies allow learners to immerse themselves in simulated environments, making the learning experience more engaging and interactive. You could see from the video that was played, I just don't know the distance between, okay, let's say for instance, all you need to do was just to wear your box. And then you could see where the last part where we had a patient at home and the doctor in the hospital. So virtual reality made that possible. Then the doctor was able to work to assess the patient's health without leaving the hospital. And even the patient did not have to go to the hospital. So that is the world, that is the future that we will be having very soon. And then we have adaptive learning. It is a personalized approach to learning that uses data analytics and artificial intelligence to tailor learning content and activities to the needs and abilities of individual learners. This approach can help learners stay engaged and motivated by providing them with content that is relevant and challenging, but not overwhelming. A very good example of such we have is the Pearson interaction lab. We have so many of these adaptive learning tools now, and it allows learners to learn. They allow them to learn and to engage them in real time based on their learning needs and preferences. So overall, these emerging trends in online learning suggest that the future of online learning is likely to be even more flexible. In recent time, AI, just within December and November, and now we can see how teaching work, how almost not just the teaching education system, almost how AI has made work so easy for content creators, for educators, for people in different fields. So the future of online learning is going to make work flexible, personalized, and immersive than it is now. So if you're here to embrace online learning, it is better you start now. And the one thing that people do is they see online learning as something difficult or something meant for the younger generation. No, it's meant for everyone. In as much as you are a lifelong learner, online learning is something that you can always do. So as technology continues to evolve and new innovations emerge, online learning is likely to become, and yes, increasingly important and valuable tool for lifelong learning and professional development. So for you to remain competent at a place of work, for you to remain relevant at a place of work, you need to embrace online learning. So let's look at the statistics while we round off. It says on the growth of online learning, in recent years, according to a report by Research and Markets, the global online education market is expected to reach $350 billion by 2025, growing at a CAGR of 10.6% from 2020 to 2025. This demonstrates the rapid growth of online learning in recent years and increasing demand for knowledge. So knowledge is really increasing. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's look at how to utilize e-learning. One, take advantage of courses online. There are several free courses. Gone are those days where we complain of not having access to resources, of not having even the money to even have access to education. No, there's no more. We have so many free things, free online platform that you can, free courses online that can help you to update yourself, to be on the trend in whatever field you find yourself, and then stay organized in the online space. Keep track of deadlines, assignments, and course materials to ensure that you stay on track and you don't fall behind. And also, whatever type of online learning you want to be involved with, participate actively. Active participation is key to online learning, just as we are doing now. As I said, just help to drop 1 or 2 comments about what you're learning. All right, so okay, so that will be all for now. Thank you so much for listening. Yes, do we have any question? If you have any question, kindly drop in the comment section. Let me see if we can take 1 or 2. And while that is done, let's ensure we embrace online learning. As adult, it's not, the online space is not for the younger generation alone. It's for everyone. That is why you need to be a lifelong learner. That is why you need to be open to collaborate. That is why you need to be open-minded. That is why you need to what? You need to always be on the toes, always look for knowledge. If you don't keep learning, what happens? The person is going to stop being relevant. So if you want to improve on yourself, if you want to continue to be competent and to be relevant in whatever field you find yourself, embrace online learning. Okay, so let me see if I have any question on the platform. Okay, so if there is none, so we are going to round off this section. So once again, I am Funke Akpan. Thank you so much for listening. Okay, let me just take 1 or 2 observations from comment from the box. Okay, all right, okay. Okay, so all right, so do have a lovely day. Enjoy yourself. Hope to see you soon. Stay tuned on IIU for more professional development courses and webinars. Do have a great evening. Bye. Funke Akpan from Lagos, Nigeria.